At the Motor Show in 1948, they put it into production, alloy bodied initially, moving to steel in the 1950s, and it began, of course, Jaguar's superiority in motorsports and with sports cars. Car now heading up the hill, and we love our big Americans here at Cop Hill. And this is another interesting moment in history. I talked to you about Donald Healey earlier on and how he designed the Triumph Gloria and other pre-war Triumphs, but post-war World War II, he went on his own and teamed up with others that he knew in the industry to launch cars that started to bear his name instead. And the Healey Elliots were the first of that bunch in the late 1940s. I think it's fair to say an unrefined design, considering what he turned out during his time at Triumph, but certainly it would become very refined very quickly as he developed these models, of course ultimately leading to the Austin Healeys of later years. Another one of our lovely big Bentleys now as we commemorate 100 years since the first Bentley victory at Le Mans in 1924. Wonderful, big, chunky sports cars, if you could call them that. They were called the flying lorries, weren't they, for that big reason?
The fastest lorries, I think is what Enzo used to say, fastest lorries in the world.
Quite right too, and still very much powerful to this day.
Absolutely.
Show us what it can do, ladies and gentlemen. A wonderful vintage Bentley heading up the hill from 1924 vintage, exactly, as I say, a century ago since that 24-hour victory at Le Mans. Let's have a little wander down the line while we're waiting for the flag to drop. The commentary team here, one of our brilliant volunteers. Put your hands together for Linda, everyone. And she makes a very good coffee, I have to say, as well. Hope you're keeping refreshed up there in the grandstands as well. We've got a good bit of sunshine this weekend, so keep the water going. Grab yourself an ice cream, get a bit of sun cream on as well, and we'll continue with our journey through motoring history. With this lining up for us next, the Bentley R-Type, 1953. Very different vintage Bentley to the car that we've just seen go up the hill. Big changes at Bentley between the car you've just seen go up and this one. Of course, the company had had real problems throughout the 1930s, had been rescued by Rolls-Royce and had become part of the Rolls-Royce brand in the mid-1930s and would remain so throughout its history, but the Bentley brand then used as the more sporting side of Rolls-Royce. And I was talking about Donald Healey and